Hello, Lou Hamilton from Audible Elegance of Cincinnati, Ohio. My store is located on the Montgomery Road, a few doors north of the Montgomery Inn, across the street from Montgomery Seculary. Some people know the area as Montgomery. And we do work on Facebook, Instagram, and X. We also have a website where I write a blog, www.audibleelegance.com. This video is not about Audible Elegance. So if you're looking for information about equipment and that sort of stuff, just go ahead and turn it off and move on. This video is about the efforts and the honor of our service people, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, and Coast Guard, and what they have done for this country, and what they continue to do. I continue to add to my rescue of American service members' casket flags. In the last time from this video, I've added 4 more. It breaks my heart to have to rescue them because they really belong only with the families. Many of them will eventually, all of them actually, will be destroyed because they're no longer in the possession of the family. These are not something to be hung out in front of your house or anything like that. These were gifts from the nation, and they will remain that way. One of my latest ones was actually a 48 star flag, which several collectors went after, and I had to pay dearly for it at auction. So that is someone who served in the First World War, or Second World War, or the Korean War, or any time in that time span before Hawaii and Alaska became states. And I haven't unfolded it. It's not my right to. And I'm also going to encourage you to look at my May blog, because I'm simply going to link in what I consider to be an absolutely spectacular video of a member of the crew of the USS Oklahoma who died at Pearl Harbor after many, many years, and the dedication of great people. His remains were identified. He was buried in Arlington National Cemetery after his family received his Medal of Honor in 1942 for what he had done. And as I try to explain to people, time can erase a person, but they never erase honor. Great kudos to the U.S. Navy for really giving this gentleman a proper, honorable final burial in Arlington National Cemetery. And certainly in respect to what Memorial Day is about. No, we won't have Memorial Day sales on televisions, turntables, or anything else. Memorial Day is about respecting and honoring service members and the dedication, and as once was said, the last measure of a full sacrifice that they've given to this country, and to dishonor it with cells on grills or gasoline or audio equipment is just completely absurd. For those who are interested in understanding the history of Memorial Day, I encourage you to look at the history of it. In fact, Memorial Day was not something that was originally started in the North. It, in fact, was started in the South as a remembrance of the Southerners who remembered their kin, their fathers, their brothers, who were lost during the Civil War. And it was their way of remembering them and honoring them. And it was through the brilliance of a wife of a military officer of the Union Army who saw this and recognized that this is something that should be done for the whole nation, and that's how it came about. So it does pain me when I see the honorable history of the South were basically trashed, and its accomplishments, or contributions, I guess would be a better word, to all of our history, simply being ignored. And for those who don't know much about Arlington National Cemetery, it was in fact General Robert E. Lee's home that was taken over by the Union to bury their dead. And so there's, regardless of how anybody wants to think of it, there'll always be a link between the North and the South. We are one country. And when I look at these flags, the one thing I don't know the race, I don't know the religion, I don't know anything. But what I do know is that they were Americans, or people who cared about America. And that's the bottom line. Thank you.